These are scary videos that made me fear my bed. Or
Late
that
one
made me
night, a
fear
woman was sitting
in
at
my
a table
bed.
inside a dimly lit
It's a
venue.
weird title.
The room beyond her was almost completely dark. After sensing something across the room, she slowly raised her camera toward the shadowed displays.
What are we looking at? Oh my god, what is that?
Beneath the chandelier, a pitch-black head-like shape comes into view from behind the display. Two pale, eye-like points appear to stare directly toward the camera, while the rest of the supposed figure remains completely hidden in darkness.
What?
The moment the staring shape becomes clearly visible, the camera suddenly jerks away, as though the woman has finally realized that something is watching her. The mysterious shape could be another person crouching behind the display, or a dark object.
Do you think when people record this kind of stuff, they ever figure out like what it was? That was like either in their house, in the room, or whatever. Do you think they ever figured it out?
Gradually revealed by the changing camera angle. The supposed eyes may simply be reflections from the surrounding lights, and a staged scare cannot be ruled out. But the featureless black face and its two pale eyes create the disturbing appearance of something silently watching from across the room. So, was this merely an ordinary object concealed in the darkness? Or did the woman capture a shadowy presence staring directly back at her?
Nah, something was staring back for sure. It's like aliens.
Late one night, someone went downstairs and stood in front of the open refrigerator. The rest of the house was almost completely dark. As the camera slowly turned away from the light and toward the rooms behind them, nothing initially appeared unusual. But the brief recording had captured something they seemingly failed to notice.
Wait.
Look inside the dark hallway. A pale, human-like figure appears to be peeking around the corner.
It moves so
What
quick.
resembles a head and part of an upper body can be seen leaning from the darkness, while the rest of the supposed apparition remains completely concealed.
What if it's an
The
arm
figure
or
remains
something?
visible for only a fraction
what
of
if
a
it's an
second
arm that's
before the
sticking out?
moving camera carries the hallway out of frame. The filmer shows no immediate reaction and continues searching the darkness, apparently unaware that something may have been watching from behind them. Whatever happens during the final seconds causes the camera to suddenly drop before turning back toward the refrigerator. However, the hallway is never shown again. The ghostly shape could be a reflection, hanging clothing, or an ordinary object distorted by darkness.
But if it wasn't there a minute ago,
Because the camera immediately pans away, the footage never clearly shows the figure entering or retreating. But its pale, face-like appearance and the way it seems to lean from behind the hallway corner are deeply unsettling.
No, it wasn't there
Did
before
the
when they
camera
initially
briefly
panned.
transform an ordinary object into something human, or was a ghostly figure silently peeking into the kitchen? Quincy came across what appeared to be an ordinary live photo of several people posing together outside at night. Nothing seemed unusual when the image was viewed normally. But after
Something
the
behind,
brief recording
right here.
was slowed down, something disturbing became visible in the darkness behind them.
Wait.
Look behind it on the red chair. As the live
Right
photo
here,
begins
right down
fading
here.
into darkness, a large pale shape appears on the grass and moves through the background. It passes directly behind her, yet nobody in the group seems to notice it. The mysterious form appears pale and almost transparent. Its
Dude,
outline
it's so interesting. Like, what we get on our cameras, right? What we can capture
changes
is...
rapidly as it crosses the frame.
You don't
making
know
it
what's going to be
impossible
there.
determine whether it has arms, legs, or any recognizable face. Within seconds, it becomes lost in the darkness
Especially
behind
with
the seated
older
woman.
cameras,
The shape
because
could
it's
be
on
a
pure
person
film.
or animal, distorted by low light, motion blur, and the live photos processing. The gradual darkening of the
Or like
image
the ones
may have
that
made
print
an
in the
ordinary
squares,
moving
the
subject
Polaroids,
appear
right?
unnaturally transparent. But whatever crossed the background was apparently close to the group, and not one of them visibly reacted. So, did this live photo merely distort something ordinary moving through the darkness? Or did it capture a ghostly presence passing silently behind them?
Nah, something must have been there, right?
Late
Something
one
must
night,
have been.
Dino began moving through his home with a bundle of burning sage, apparently attempting to cleanse the property of an unwanted presence. Room by room, he allowed the smoke to drift through the silent hallways. But the darkest part of the house still remained untouched, a basement hidden behind a closed door.
Come on, man. Shit. I know, bud. I'm not afraid, man.
Dino eventually
It's like
reaches
something's
the
running
entrance
up the
leading beneath
stairs.
the house. Beyond the doorway, the narrow staircase disappears into suffocating darkness. But before he can turn on the light, his camera briefly captures something standing downstairs.
What? Where? Oh my god, it's... No, 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 dude.
Look carefully into the
Right
darkness at the
there.
bottom of the stairs. For only a fraction of a second, a tall, shadowy figure appears to be standing inside the basement. Its body is almost completely swallowed by blackness, yet what resembles a pale face can be seen staring up toward Dino. Then the light comes on, and the disturbing figure is nowhere to be found. Dino seems completely unaware of what his camera has just captured. With the stairway now illuminated and apparently empty,
It
he
literally
continues
shifted.
downward,
Oh my
unknowingly moving
gosh.
toward the exact place where the mysterious figure had been standing only seconds earlier.
Now, I'd be scared to peep around the corner, man. And there's not enough light in the basement. I don't know what you're doing, but you need more light down there. Oh my.
After finding no one inside the basement,
The
Dino
smoke.
finally turns back toward the staircase. But whatever had been hiding in the darkness does not appear ready to let him
This smoke right here look like a skull, in my opinion.
leave so easily. Without warning, the open door at the top of the staircase begins moving.
Nah, dude, we gotta
No
move
one can
out.
be seen standing near it.
You
Yet
gotta
it
move
swings
out.
across the entrance and slams shut, sealing Dino inside the basement.
I think sometimes I can handle living in a house that has something like this, but other times I think I can't. I
With
really
whatever
can't.
may have been lurking below.
I couldn't do it
The figure
24/7.
may have been an ordinary object obscured by
And you can
darkness,
see the eyes
while
here?
the door
Oh,
could have closed
Lord,
because
dude.
of airflow, an uneven hinge or movement elsewhere in the house. But the sequence is deeply unsettling. Before Dino enters the basement, a motionless human-shaped
surprised he
presence
didn't,
appears
like,
to be
throw
waiting
the
at the
sage
bottom
at
of the
it.
stairs. And after he walks directly into the same darkness, the only exit suddenly slams shut above him. Perhaps Dino's cleansing ritual
should have
did
put a
not
sage,
remove
like,
the presence
saged it
inside his home.
on the door
Perhaps
frame.
it only angered it. So, was this
So
merely
maybe-
an eerie combination of shadows and coincidence? Or did something downstairs reveal itself before deliberately trapping Dino in the
It
basement?
wouldn't do that. Right, it wouldn't have
While
shut the
staying
door
at
on
a
him.
quaint bed and breakfast in Vermont, Amanda unknowingly entered the room believed to be the most haunted in the building. She went inside alone, expecting nothing more than an ordinary guest room, but it was not long before the silence surrounding her began to feel disturbingly alive.
Oh, wow, okay. Hello. I'm Amanda. Guess I'm here alone. But I'm going to be heading home soon, so I figured I'd come over and say hello. If there's anyone here.
Amanda slowly searches every corner of the dimly lit room. The bed is empty, the doorway remains
Alright, we really gotta turn up our headphones here, right?
clear, and no one can be seen hiding among the furniture. She then places a paranormal device nearby and waits, hoping that if an unseen presence is sharing the room with her, it might finally make itself known.
If there's anything you'd like to say, feel free. Thought I heard something over there.
The strange tapping appears to come from somewhere inside the room, yet every time Amanda turns toward it, she finds nothing. The room remains visibly empty, but the unexplained noises make it seem as though something unseen is moving around her, always remaining just beyond the camera's view.
I'm gonna stop the recording. Yeah, weird deja vu.
Why deja vu?
After hearing what resembles breathing inside the empty room, Amanda retrieves the device and faces the dark bookcase. For several tense seconds, nothing happens. Then a faint voice appears to break through the static with a chilling command.
Oh my god.
The device appears to whisper,
Goosebumps,
"Go
dude.
back." Almost immediately, the sound of a book striking the floor breaks the silence.
Oh, Jesus.
Before Amanda can recover, another book seems to pitch forward from the or breaks the silence. "Go back."
So when did the
Chilling command.
first book
Second,
fall?
Something
Hold on.
strange tapping.
If there's
Hoping seen corner of the dimly lit room. The bed is empty. The doorway remains clear, and no one
Now
can be seen
I'm
hiding among the
genuinely gonna look
furniture.
at this.
She then places a paranormal device nearby and waits, hoping that if an unseen presence is sharing the room with her, it might finally make itself known.
if there's anything you'd like
Then
to
she
say,
turns.
feel free.
So tapping noise.
Thought I heard something over there.
Turn.
The strange tapping appears to come from somewhere inside the room, yet every time Amanda turns toward it,
I mean, I don't think the book fell.
she finds nothing. The room remains visibly empty, But the unexplained noises make it seem as though something unseen is moving around her, always remaining just beyond the camera's view.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay.
Yeah, weird deja vu.
After hearing what resembles breathing inside the empty room, Amanda retrieves the device and
And the
faces
book
the
fell.
dark
And the book's fallen. Okay.
bookcase. For several tense immediately, the sound of a book striking the floor breaks the silence.
Oh, Jesus.
So it fell as she turned off the device.
Before Amanda can recover,
And it doesn't
another
just
book
fall,
seems to
it
pitch
falls
forward
and
from the shelf,
slides.
even though no one is standing anywhere near it.
Jesus.
The tapping could have come from old pipes or settling timber. The breathing may have been Amanda's own breath, and the alleged warning could have been nothing more than radio interference. Even the books may have been resting unevenly near the edge of the shelf, but the timing remains deeply unsettling. Even
But
the
look
books
how
may
it
have been
fell. This guy doesn't understand. Look how this fell. It's standing perfectly, well, almost perfectly straight.
Even the
It
books may
falls, but then it
have been resting
slides.
unevenly near the edge of the shelf, but the timing remains deeply unsettling. Seconds after a disembodied voice seemingly orders Amanda to go back, the silence is shattered as the books begin falling around her. So was this merely a series of disturbing coincidences, or did something inside that haunted room warn Amanda to leave before forcing her out?
Weird.
Haley had only just returned home when she discovered that a door she normally kept closed was mysteriously standing open. Because she had cats inside the house, Haley was certain she would never have left it that way. Fearing that someone might have entered while she was gone, she began recording before cautiously investigating.
If you think someone broke into your house, call over a neighbor. Call over someone just in case.
I just got home, and the door
Don't
to my house
record.
is freaking open.
Haley
Well, record, but call over a neighbor first. Have a neighbor with you, and then you start recording.
cautiously pushes through the entrance and examines the silent room beyond. Nothing appears disturbed, and no footsteps or voices can be heard, but another door inside remains slightly open.
This door is never shut like that because I have cats.
Despite the growing feeling that something is wrong, Haley slowly pulls the door open. Beyond it lies a pitch-black storage area.
Why does it look
crowded
like
with
a figure's
shoes,
right there?
hanging clothes, and stacked belongings, providing countless places for something to remain concealed. But look carefully toward the right side of the room. As Haley's camera passes across the darkness, what appears to be a pale, human-like face can be seen staring out from among the clutter. It remains completely motionless and vanishes from view only when...
Oh my god. I found it. Oh. It's right there. Bald head. Eye, nose, mouth.
view
Oh my
only
God.
when the camera moves away. Most disturbing of all, Haley never reacts. She continues examining the room as though nothing is there, seemingly unaware that the
But
face-like
what
shape
was it? She
appeared
should have
only a
gone
few
closer
feet
and
away
opened
from
the
her.
clock and like turn on the light,
Whatever
right?
it was, it made no sound and showed no movement. It simply watched from inside the shadows.
It could have been
The
like
disturbing
a
shape
shirt or
could have
something.
been an ordinary object, a bag, or several belongings,
Mhm.
forming the illusion of a human face in the
Yep.
poor lighting. The haze and movement of the camera may have made its features appear far more lifelike than they
Mhm.
truly were.
Agreed.
But if it was only clutter, why does it resemble a pale face, silently watching from the exact room
That's,
Haley was
that's
afraid to
very
enter?
creepy.
And if it really was someone, or something, then Haley may have been right to believe that she did not return to an empty house.
That's creepy.
While working at a Subway restaurant, Stubby placed her phone nearby and recorded a short video of her cousin during an otherwise ordinary shift. The footage was eventually forgotten until it unexpectedly
What's in the
resurfaced
trash
in her
bin?
Snapchat memories. But when Stubby watched the old recording again, she noticed something in the background that neither of them had seen while they were there.
It's in the bin.
Nothing unusual appears to happen as Stubby's cousin walks past the camera. No customers or other employees can be seen anywhere behind her, but hidden along
Right there. And it can't be the reflection off her keys or her bag. So what is that?
the front of the counter, something pale appears to be watching from a place where no one should have been.
Dude, what? And it blinked. It's
But
still
look carefully
there.
inside the narrow darkness beneath the counter. A small, pale shape resembling part of a human face
I don't
appears
like
to be
it.
peering through the gap. Dark, eye-like markings seem to stare directly toward the camera, while the rest of the supposed figure remains completely concealed. More disturbing still, the face-like form is already visible before Stubby's cousin enters the frame. It remains perfectly motionless as she approaches, disappearing from sight only when her body blocks the counter. She passes within only a few feet of it, yet neither woman notices anything hiding behind them. Stubby only discovered the disturbing shape
I
after
wish they would show more of this clip, like when she walked past and sat down, so you could see if it's still
old
there or not.
recording returned through her Snapchat memories. At the time, neither she nor her cousin reacted to anything unusual, suggesting that whatever created the face was completely silent, or was never truly visible to them at all. The supposed face could be nothing more than an object inside the counter, a distorted reflection, or random shadows creating a deeply unsettling illusion.
No, it's definitely
Its
unsettling.
complete lack of movement may support an ordinary explanation. But if this really was a face, then someone, or something, was crouched behind the counter, silently watching the two women from only a few feet away. So, did Stwebby simply discover a disturbing trick of light inside an old recording? Or did her forgotten video capture a paranormal presence that had been watching them throughout the entire shift?
No, it caught something. I don't know what it is, but it
Late one
definitely
night, someone reviewing their home
it definitely
security
did
footage
something.
noticed something unusual outside. The recording shows two parked cars surrounded by snow, with no one else anywhere in sight. At first, the driveway appears completely ordinary, but what the camera captures moments later is difficult to explain.
Wait.
But then, from the darkness beyond the black vehicle, a pale, human-like figure emerges. It silently crosses behind the parked cars, moving along the snow-covered edge of the property before continuing toward the far side of the driveway. The shape appears to have a rounded head, shoulders, and an upper torso. However, no clear legs or walking motion can be seen beneath it. In
Well,
several
there's a
frames,
gate there or
the
something.
darkness behind the figure even seems visible through its body, giving it the unnerving appearance of an apparition gliding through the snow. The phone briefly moves away from the security footage, but when it returns only seconds later, the pale figure is gone, leaving nothing behind except the empty driveway and two motionless cars. The figure could simply be an ordinary person wearing light-colored clothing. Infrared overexposure, motion blur, and the low frame rate of the security camera may have created its ghostly appearance,
Agreed.
while the snowbank or bushes could be concealing its legs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Recording the surveillance monitor with a phone also introduces additional glare and distortion. But the way the pale form emerges from complete darkness crosses the property without a clearly
makes it
visible
seem scary
stride
more than it
and then
should.
vanishes from sight remains deeply unsettling. So, did the security camera merely distort an ordinary person passing outside, or did it capture a ghostly figure wandering through the snow? A group of friends were relaxing together beside an open window, overlooking a quiet stretch of grass and trees. Their conversation seemed completely ordinary until something outside suddenly caught their attention and brought the evening to an unsettling stop.
I mean, but then it got worse.
The camera quickly turns away from the window and focuses on the trees across the grounds. At first, the area appears empty, but as the camera moves closer, something can be seen standing beneath the darkest part of the canopy. Hidden between the trees is a dark, human-like silhouette. A rounded head and narrow body appear to be visible beneath the branches, seemingly facing directly toward the open window. Yet throughout the recording, the mysterious figure makes no clearly visible movement. For the remainder of the footage, the friends keep the camera fixed on the same disturbing shape. It never walks away, turns its head, or reacts to being watched.
It could be
It
anything.
simply remains beneath the trees,
It genuinely could be
completely
anything.
motionless. According to the accompanying caption, the friends eventually went outside to investigate, but when they reached the trees, nobody was there. Even more disturbing, they claimed that after returning indoors, the same figure appeared to be standing in its original position once again. However, that part of the encounter was not recorded. The supposed figure could be a distant person, a small tree, or several branches forming a human-like illusion in the fading light. The darkness, camera shake, and digital zoom make its true shape impossible to determine. But if the friend's account is genuine, then whatever they saw disappeared when they approached, only to return after they retreated inside. So, was this merely a natural shape hidden among the trees, or something that wanted the group to know it was watching them?
I definitely think it's nothing to worry about, but you never know. You just never know.